Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I just want to share something about this book from this guy, the Dead of Money. It comes to my mind that I was watching something about money and Facebook. It happens in Venezuela, how now the money is on the street. They are throwing out tons of money. Same thing happened back in Germany in the Second World War. So now the next it's coming. So it's better to be awake. It's better to be awake. I want to read something about this guy, what he said in this book, The Dead of Money, the coming collapse of the international monetary system. This is not to scare you, but to alert, to be awake and investigating each other. And we must do some things that nobody else does. And I'm seeing here in these books all what this guy wrote about this monetary system, what's coming next. I think everybody knows that what happened around the world. Dollar, yen, libra, whatever, all as paper. I think the most valuable asset that we can have is our ideas and our creativity and our energy. We have to maintain, we have to know how to control our own energy in order to do some change everywhere. This guy in the chapter, in the page 295, it says 7 signs. In the advice, what he gives here is investors must be alert for the indications and warnings of which path the economy is traversing. There are 7 critical signs. The first sign is the price of gold. I think everybody knows. I don't know how much is now the gold, 2,000, 3,000, I don't know. I didn't check. Although the price of gold is manipulated by central banks, I think that's everybody should know. Any disorderly price movements are a signal that the manipulation scheme is disintegrating, despite efforts at leasing on allocated sales and future sales. A rapid price rise from 1,500 per ounce level to 2,500 per ounce level will not be a bubble, but rather a sign that a physical buying panic has commenced, and officials showing operations are not producing the desired dampening effect. Conversely, if gold moves to the 800 per ounce level or lower, this is good sign of severe deflation, potentially devastating to leverage investors in all asset classes. Here it's got. Okay, gold's continued acquisition by central banks. Purchases by China, in particular, are a second sign of the dollar's demise. The announcement by China in late 2014 or early 2015 that it has acquired over 4,000 tons of gold, which be a landmark in this larger trend and harbinger of inflation. Well, every person, I think, must wake up. The EMF governance reforms. This third sign will mean larger voting power for China and U.S. legislation to convert committed U.S. lines of credit in so-called quotes at the IMF Any changes in CDR currency basket composition that reduce the dollar share will be a dollar inflation early warning. The same is true for concrete steps in the CDR infrastructure build out. If global corporate giants such as Caterpillar and General Electric issue CDR denominated bonds, which are acquired in portfolio by sovereign wealth funds or regional development banks, this will mark the acceleration of the baseline SDR as World Money Plan. This makes me think when I see the money is on the streets in Venezuela. Everybody knows that Venezuela is a rich country in a lot of things, all minerals that this country has. But now we have to think twice to make any decision, investments anywhere. The failure of regulatory reform, a fourth sign will be bank lobbyists. Defeat of efforts by U.S. regulators and Congress to limit the size of big banks, reduce bank asset concentration, or curtail investment banking activities. Glass-Steagall's repeal in 1999 was the original sin that led directly to the housing market collapse in 2007 and the panic of 2008. Efforts are underway in Congress to reinstate Glass-Steagall's main provisions. The bank lobbyists are mobilized to halt such reforms and also block derivatives regulations, higher capital requirements, and limits on banker bonuses. Bank lobbyists dominate Congress, and there is no reason to believe reforms efforts will achieve more than superficial success. Absent reform, the scale and interconnectedness of bank positions will continue to grow from very high levels and rates much faster than the real economy. Now, I was just, eating a bowl of soup and thinking that how was the United States back in 20 years? Well, 25, 30 years. Now, where are we going? Are you prepared to confront what's coming? Okay, the result be another systematic and unanticipated failure larger than the Fed's capacity to contain it. The panic's immediate impact will be highly deflationary as assets, including gold, are dumped wholesale to raise cash. This deflationary boat will be followed quickly by inflation as the IMF pumps our SDRs to reliquify the system. System crashes. A fifth sign will be more frequent episodes like the May 6, 2010 flash crash in which the Dow Jones Index fell 1,000 points in minutes, the August 1st, 2012 night trading computed debacle which wiped out Knight's capital, and the August 22, 2013 closure of the Nasdaq stock market from a systems analysis perspective. These events are best understood as the emergent properties of complex systems. These debacles are not the direct results of banker greed, but they are the malign ghost in the machine of high speed, highly automated, high volume trading. Such events should not be dismissed as anomalies. They should be expected. An increasing tempo to such events could indicate either that trading systems are going wobbly, moving to disequilibrium, or perhaps that Chinese or Iranian armies units are perfecting their cyber assault capabilities through proofs and feints. In time, a glitch will spin out of control and close markets. As with the systemic risk scenario, The result is likely to be immediate deflation due to asset sales, followed by inflation as the Fed and IMF fire Rickards douse the flames with a flood of new money. Well, here I'm just wondering, thinking a little bit, thinking on how to control my own energy, my wisdom, whatever I acquired in the past, to bring to the present, to manifest myself, so then we can survive and this collapse what's coming next. I think everybody knows, like Bitcoin, digital money, all those things. As far as I know, what's coming next is the QFS, Quantum Financial System. So everybody must be awake and ready. I'm just trying to to put this little bit about this book, what this guy say. I think this guy was like for CIA guy something, but everybody knows, I think, what was this. I don't want to talk about all this deep. So every person must wake up and start doing something to be creative, to control our own energy, ideas, and let's make a difference. Networking, whatever we create, we can do it happen right now in the now space. I think most of the people know that the US corporation that was governed by the Crown of England, whatever, they finished in 1999. Now there is a guy, Russell J. Gold. Everybody should look at it and search for more information and take the claim of the life. And everybody must get out from the system and start be sovereign person and have a freedom. All this is outside already. So wake up and just putting something outside. Okay, bye-bye.